So we know very well what is depreciation. Fall in value of domestic currency is called depreciation. And what is devaluation? That means our India itself, okay, our country itself will reduce our currency value. Okay, actually, depreciation means the money market, foreign exchange market. Okay, so based upon a demand and supply of the currency, the value of Indian rupee will increase or decrease. When value of Indian rupees increases compared to foreign currency, it is called as appreciation. When value of Indian rupees decreases compared to foreign currency is called depreciation. So both appreciation and depreciation based upon the demand and supply of foreign exchange. But whereas what is de-evaluation? De-evaluation in the sense our country itself, India itself will reduce our money value. Why? What's the reason? First reason is to increase the exports. Okay, you all know very well export. When there is a depreciation, export will increase. Yes, yes or no? Here we have studied in this topic we have discussed. So when our currency value decreases in foreign currency with respect to foreign currency, we can able to increase the export, and it is with this when export increases, import also will decrease. So then national income will increase. How national income can be increased? When there is increase in exports. When we are doing more exports, we will get more foreign currency in dollar. Okay, so we will get our national income also will increase. So that is what depreciation. But what about appreciation? When appreciation, our currency value increases, exports will decrease. Okay, because our money value will be more compared to other currencies. So the when so export will decrease. Simultaneously, when our currency value increases, import also increases. When import increases, national income automatically will decrease. Okay, this is the situation. So finally, let me come to a conclusion. So what is de-evaluation? So de-evaluation in the sense it is our Indian government itself reduce our domestic currency value. Okay, so that is what de-evaluation. Got my point?
So,
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I have explained all those topics what we have discussed yesterday's content. Also, I gave you a small intro. Ravi, just a minute. You can pass 1 second. Flexible exchange rate. So what I have told flexible exchange rate. What do you mean by that? Yesterday I gave you a small intro. What is that? So flexible exchange rate in the sense government will not interfere. Yes. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
So yes, the fixed exchange rate system means the exchange rate is totally depend upon government. So flexible in the sense government will not interfere. You can see. So flexible exchange rate system. So flexible exchange rate refers to a system in which exchange rate is determined by force of demand and supply of different currencies in foreign exchange market. So based upon the demand and supply of foreign currency. Okay. So when there is more demand, the price will be high. When there is less demand, price will be less. Okay. So here, as I discussed early, so there is no government will not interfere in this case. Okay. There is no official government intervention in the foreign exchange market. Intervention means government will not involve. So So decision will be taken, the price will be fixed based upon the demand and supply rate. When demand is more, automatically the market force. I have told you the market force. Determined by the force, or else who is that market அப்படின்னு பார்க்கலாம். Foreign exchange market யார் யாருன்னு பார்த்தோம்னாக்க இங்க இருப்பாங்க பாருங்க. Like bank, firm and other institutions seeking buying and selling foreign currency. Okay, இவங்க தான் வந்து யாரு? The market force. So these people, banks, firms and other foreign exchange institutes, they will fix the currency rate depend upon the demand and supply of the foreign currency. Clear? So this flexible exchange rate, which is also called as floating exchange rate. What do you mean by floating? There will not be stable value. Okay, in fixed exchange rate we have discussed the stable. Okay, you can see to achieve stability, you can see the stable. Okay, in fixed exchange rate system, the currency value will be stable all the time. Foreign exchange rate will be stable, whereas in flexible exchange rate system, what will happen? There will be always fluctuations will be there. When demand for dollar is there, automatically this foreign exchange market will increase the dollar value. When there is no demand value, there is no demand for foreign exchange currency, automatically these people will reduce the currency value. So that's why it is called as floating exchange rate or free exchange rate. Are you all there? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening me? Okay, fine. So the exchange rate is determined by market. Yarappa on the market. Who is that market? These are the market. Banks, there is commercial bank, firm, then other institute like Forex. Okay, Forex is the institute or else it's a firm. Mainly they are doing this for a foreign exchange rate. Okay, so like we can able to exchange Indian rupee to dollar, and we can able to convert dollar into Indian rupee. It is possible. So these people are the market. They will fix the price based upon the demand and supply of the currency. Fine. Now we will back to the de-evaluation. So what is de-evaluation? So de-evaluation refers to reduce in price of domestic currency in terms of all in foreign currency under the fixed exchange rate regime. So you can see the de-evaluation refers to reduction in price of domestic currency. Okay, who will do this? Government itself will do. Okay, our Indian government itself will reduce our currency value. You can see de-evaluation and re-evaluation. Here there is a topic. Let me explain. So de-evaluation refers to reduction in the value of domestic currency by whom? By government. Okay. Why they want to de-evaluate our domestic currency? Why they want to reduce the money value of our currency? To increase exports, to reduce imports, and to increase what? National income. Clear? And what is revaluation? Revaluation another increase in price of our domestic currency with respect to foreign currency. Who will do that? Government. Our government itself will increase the our domestic currency value. Okay, that is de-evaluation and re-evaluation. Now we will discuss the comparison between de-evaluation and re-evaluation. So the depreciation means, sorry, de-evaluation and depreciation. So depreciation means fall in price of domestic currency based upon what? Market price. Okay, so based upon demand and supply of our currency, the value might fall. our Indian rupees will fall. That is depreciation. But devaluation, our government itself, okay, this was also reduction in price by but whom? Government will reduce the currency. So occurrence, who is the responsible for this? First one is government. For devaluation, government. For depreciation, there is market force. Who is that market? You can see these people are comes under market. Okay, let bank, firm, and other institutions. Fine. Then exchange rate system. Devaluation comes under which exchange rate system? Fixed exchange rate. Fixed means it is totally under the control of government. But whereas depreciation comes under whom? Flexible. So we know flexible exchange rate in the sense totally private. That is the market force, the commercial bank and the foreign exchange market. All those people will be responsible for foreign that is reducing the value of our domestic currency. Clear? Any doubts?
No, sir.
யாருக்காவது doubts இருக்கா? Ravi, can you please pass?
Yes, sir.
So difference between fixed exchange rate and flexible exchange rate. Okay. So determination of exchange rate. Anyone who will determine the foreign exchange value? In fixed exchange rate, who will determine, or else who will fix the exchange value?
Government.
Government. Yes, very good. Okay. So in a fixed exchange rate, government only fix the exchange value. But where in flexible, market force. Okay. Market force. Who is that market force? Bank, firm, and other institutions. Here I have marked, right? So these people comes under market force. Fine. Next, who will government control? Okay, so here this fixed exchange rate is totally under the control of government. Okay, so completely under the control of government. There is complete government control, as only government has the power to change the currency value. Whereas in flexible exchange rate, government will not interfere. Okay, there is no government intervention and the government உள்ள தலையிடவே இடாது. So based upon the increase in demand, decrease in demand, the price of foreign currency will increase or decrease. Next one is stability in exchange rate. Okay, when government intervention is there, there will be stable all the time. But very few variation. What do you mean by very few variation? That means 70 rupees, 12 paise, or 70 rupees, 45 paise. Okay. So $1 is equal to 70 rupees 45 paise, like that, or 12 paise, like that. There will be small variation will be there. Whereas in flexible exchange rate, there it will keeps on changes. So it will not be stable. Always there will be fluctuations. Then foreign exchange reserves. Okay. So what do you mean by reserve? The particular amount. Okay. So the government has to reserve in a dollar. Okay. So government is required to keep a large stock of foreign exchange reserve to maintain the fixed rate exchange rate at a particular level. Okay. So government has to reserve. Reserve means what? So as we discussed in money creation in chapter 6, that means that amount has to use for the daily transaction reserve. In 1000 crore, 20% reserve LRR rate means that is 200% will be the reserve for daily transaction, and remaining 800 crores they can use it for loan or any other credit purpose. So that is what the purpose of reserve. So here government has to do the reserve in fixed exchange rate, whereas in foreign flexible exchange rate, there is no reserve is not required. Okay, so foreign exchange reserves are not required to keep under the system. as exchange rate is set by market force by demand and supply. So when there is demand and supply, based on demand and supply of the market, the dollar rate will be fixed. So there is no necessary for reserve. So increase or decrease in money value. Okay, the value of domestic currency. Domestic currency in the sense what it is, rupee. So this is the rupee symbol. So fixed devaluation, re-evaluation. So we know what is re-evaluation, de-evaluation. Our government itself will reduce the value of our domestic currency. Indian government itself will reduce the value of domestic currency. That is re-evaluation. Re-evaluation means our Indian government itself will increase the value of domestic currency. That is re-evaluation. So it happens only in fixed exchange rate. Whereas in flexible exchange rate, depreciation and appreciation. So what is depreciation? So decrease in value of domestic currency based upon the demand and supply of foreign currency. Okay. So then appreciation we know very well, increase in money value compared to foreign currency. So this is what difference between flexible exchange rate system and fixed exchange rate system. Any doubts, guys? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Are you all following me? Vishwa, Indu, Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we go for next? Next one is
Yes, sir.
managed floating rate system. So managed floating rate system. What is managed floating rate system means? So actually fixed one, it is that is totally under the control of government, and flexible that is totally under the control of market. Okay. So managed floating rate system means it is a combination of both government and market. Okay, foreign exchange market. So here instead of government, RBI will interfere. Okay, we know so there is central bank. Okay, so RBI will interfere and they will control the market because you can see here the whatever the concept I am discussing it is here. So RBI will interfere. Why? Because or else this market force, okay, the exchange market they will keep more price and they will increase the price or else they will decrease the price. It depends. So to control that foreign exchange market, government intervention will be there. So at present in our country and most of the countries managed floating rate system is followed. Okay, so not 100 percentage fixed exchange rate system or else 100 not 100% flexible exchange rate system. So in our country, till today we are following this managed floating rate system. So we will discuss what I mean by that. Traditionally, international monetary economics focus their attention on the framework of the either fixed or flexible exchange rate system. When the end of Bretton Woods system, many countries have adopted the method of managed floating rate system. What do you mean by managed floating rate system? It refers to a system in which foreign currency, that is foreign exchange rate, is determined by market force and central bank. Okay, both market force and central bank influence will be there uh, for fixing the foreign exchange rate. Okay, so it is a combination of flexible and fixed. So it is why it is called as hybrid. Hybrid means amounts. It is a combination both flexible and fixed one. Okay. So why? Because 100 percentage, if it is under the control of market force, there will be huge fluctuation. To control that fluctuation, RBI intervention is there. Okay, so here in this point we can able to clearly identify. So RBI is managing the situation. So in this system, central bank intervenes in foreign exchange market to restrict fluctuation in exchange rate within certain limit. Okay, so when foreign for the this foreign exchange market, okay, when market force increases more money, more dollar value. For example, $1 75 rupees. Okay, so All of a sudden they have increased $1 is equal to 90 rupees, then government will interfere and they will ask them to reduce the price. Okay, so there is a main focus, there is a main purpose RBI intervention is here in this managed floating rate system. Okay, fine. So for this, central bank maintain reserves of foreign exchange to ensure the exchange rate system rate stays within the targeted limit. Okay, so here what happened in flexible exchange rate system there is no need of reserves. Okay, so here there is no need of reserve, but in fixed exchange rate system, the government has to maintain some reserve. Okay, the government has to maintain some reserve that already we have discussed. Whereas in managed floating rates system, the government has to maintain reserve. Both the government as well as foreign market, exchange market has to maintain the reserve. So this managed floating rate system is also called as what? Dirty floating rate, floating. The meaning for DT is a system which the value of country's currency is allowed to change in relation to others, but it is under the control of RBI. Okay, what is the meaning of DIRT in the sense? The money value can be increased, the foreign exchange value can be, our Indian rupee or else the dollar, American dollar can be increased or decreased, but under the control of RBI, not more than that. That is why it is called as DIRT. Clear? Any doubts? யாருக்காவது doubts இருக்கா?
No, sir.
Shall we go for next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Pravi, stop.
Sir,